awesome seats to any game. Download the app and enter promo code CHAMPS at checkout to get 10% off your first order today. 888-SAY-ESPN. That's 888-729-3776. You're listening live to Stephen A. Smith Show, ESPN Radio, ESPN News. Before I get to the phones, let me say this. Odds-on favorite to start off all of this, the Super Bowl 53 bonanza, is the New England Patriots. I mean, what I will say about the Los Angeles Rams is this. Here's what makes it interesting. Forget talent for a second, because they got the talent to match up with anybody. But if you got to go up against Tom Brady, think about what the New York Giants did, whether it was Strahan and the crew in 2007, whether it was JPP, Jason Pierre-Paul, and O.C. Umenyiora and those boys in 2011. Think about what derails Tom Brady. You know what it usually is? A pass rush. So if I got Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh and Brockers and Fowler and those boys coming at me, it's an entirely different monster that I got to be concerned about. And I think that could be the thing that works in LA's favor. But if Tom Brady is given any time whatsoever to pass the football, they could be in a world of trouble. Aqib Talib did a tremendous job against Michael Thomas, highlighting the fact that New Orleans' number one priority should be getting a number two receiver to play opposite Michael Thomas for next season. But when you talk about Julian Edelman, when you talk about Chris Hogan, when you talk about Rob Gronkowski and these boys, it would appear that they don't have but so many weapons. But we're talking about Sony Michel being incredibly valuable. We're talking about James White out of the backfield catching passes all day long from Brady as well. And when you have that reality, and the Rams defense being a suspect as they've been up until these playoffs anyway, you got to wonder what Bill Belichick is going to be able to pull out of his hat, which is why you have to give Bill Belichick and Tom Brady the edge. It's going to be real interesting to see. I know I'm interested in it, no question. I would have preferred to see the Saints and the Chiefs or the Rams and the Chiefs and New England not be in it, but the greatness of Tom Brady derailed that. And he's talking a lot of smack, caught on video saying, we too old, we don't have enough talent, blah, 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 bleep everybody, all this. He's absolutely right. Get over it. Tom Brady, at this moment, has the last laugh on all of us. And he deserves it. Give him credit where it's due. If I were the New England Patriots, though, I wouldn't even bother having a pre-Super Bowl parade. You know, the crowd just wishes you luck before you step away. It ain't worked for them last year. I try something different this go round. That would be me. But the Rams right now, according to FPI chants, on ESPN, the Rams have a 52-48 advantage in terms of the odds of beating New England for the Super Bowl 53 encounter in Atlanta. We shall see. 888-SAY-ESPN. That's 888-729-3776. Let's go to the phones, man. Let's go to Xavier. You're live with Stephen A. Talk to me.
Hey, Stephen. Okay, I got a question, man. I just heard you say everything about the Rams defense and what all they could do to get to Tom Brady. But what do you think Belichick's plan is? Because in my opinion, I do feel like they'll put Talib on Gronk. Now, once you do that, don't you think they kind of open up the field for others? Because Brady done showed that Edelman, Chris Hogan, sometimes they can be valuable assets, and James White.
I don't think they need to wait for Aqib Talib to be on Gronkowski to implement that game plan. The fact is, James White catching the ball out of the backfield, Sony Michel running the ball effectively, the offensive line combined with Rob Gronkowski helping them block to protect Tom Brady have not surrendered a sack this entire postseason. That's unbelievable. Tom Brady has dropped back to pass about 90 times. He has not been sacked one time. Now, if you're the Los Angeles Rams, you got to figure out a way to get to him. But remember what Joey Bosa was complaining about when the Los Angeles Chargers went against Brady. He was marveling at Brady and his greatness, but he was also highlighting the fact we can't get to him because the ball is always gone. Brady's getting rid of the ball in 2 seconds. What is he supposed to do? What is Aaron Donald supposed to do? What is Ndamukong Suh supposed to do? What is Brockers and Fowler and the crew supposed to do? If Tom Brady, right, I'm saying Aaron Rodgers, if Tom Brady gets rid of the ball in 2 seconds, what the hell are they supposed to do?
That is true, but okay, question. Do you not think that the run by Sony Michel will be kind of stuffed? Because I didn't think that the Saints would be able, I thought the Saints and Kamara would be able to run against the Rams, but they showed no look. And that being said, you don't think it'd be the same thing that happened? Like they'd be able to shut down the run?
My man, your question is annoying me. And the reason why your question is annoying me, I just gave you every scenario. The bottom line is, even if you key on Gronk, you're going to be able to run the football. Rob Gronkowski is helping you block. If he doesn't help you block, he's catching passes out of coming off the line of scrimmage. Then he's catching passes between the numbers. Oh, by the way, Hogan is snatching one-handed grabs. Oh, by the way, Julian Edelman has missed a third down. Oh, by the way, James White is serving as a de facto receiver. Oh, by the way, Sony Michel is running the football effectively. I am saying to you that the only ingredient that has consistently worked against New England was getting to Tom Brady. Even when Tom Brady had 505 yards passing last year, what was the decisive play of the game? When Brandon Graham caused the fumble because he sack fumbled Tom Brady. The Philadelphia Eagles recovered, and that basically won the game for the Eagles. That's what it took. At some point in time, you are Aaron Donald and the defensive line of the Los Angeles Rams. You have got to make a play against Tom Brady in order to have a shot to win this game. You're not going to engage in a shootout, and you're not going to completely, just stymie New England's offense. They're going to do something. This is not going to be a 20-17 encounter. More points are going to be put up. But somehow, some way, you're going to have to find a way to get to Tom Brady at some point in order to win this game. It's that simple. Appreciate the call. Let's go to Sean. You're live with Stephen A. What's up?
Hey, I'm wondering if the Rams rushing with Todd Gurley, C.J. Anderson, 1-2 punch, do you think that they could be as successful as they were when they played the Cowboys, or do you think that the Patriots can contain the run like the Saints last week?
Well, it's going to be real interesting to see, because what the Patriots here's what I think. I think the Patriots will key on the run, and they would like to – listen, we all know what Bill Belichick does. He takes your two primary weapons away from you. So if you are the Los Angeles Rams, with Cooper Kupp being gone, you're looking at Reynolds, you're looking at Woods, you're looking at Brandon Cooks, who was a member of the New England Patriots last year, by the way. So it's one of those situations where you're looking at them and you're asking, what are the two primary weapons for the Los Angeles Rams? One is unquestionably Todd Gurley, despite his only 10 yards rushing in the NFC Championship game. Unquestionably, that's your number one option. Jared Goff might be number two, but he's throwing the football. So what are you going to do? You're going to probably try to take away Woods or Cooks and dare Jared Goff to beat you some other way. Or what you might do is blitz him all day long and just apply pressure and see how he reacts to it. But what we've seen from Jared Goff is that he can run, he can throw the football. That spiral is pretty damn pretty. And oh, by the way, he's pretty damn good at reading defense as well, and so is Sean McVay. And so as a result of that, even though he's made some mistakes and he is relatively inconsistent, the reality is that if you are Bill Belichick, you might dare Jared Goff to beat you by taking everything away from Gurley and Anderson. We'll see what happens.
Hey, Stephen A., I mean, the Cowboys, would you consider it a successful year for them? I mean, I have a few friends that Cowboys fans. Shout out Danny Hurley.
Hold it! Don't you ever give a shout out to a Dallas Cowboy fan on my show. Do you understand?
I know. I mean, Cowboys.
I will give you a dial tone quicker than you can say your damn name. You ever try that again? No shout out to Cowboy fans.
So Stephen A., we're both Steelers fans out here, you know. But yeah.
Goodbye. You wasn't ready. It's okay. You got your first point, of course, and that's what's most important. 888-SAY-ESPN. It's 888-729-3776. You're listening live, Stephen A. Smith Show, ESPN Radio, ESPN News. If you missed any of my opening segment, don't worry. You can go check it out on demand in the Stephen A. Podcast. Brought to you by the new Capital One Saver Card. Earn 4% cash back on dining and entertainment, 2% at grocery stores, and 1% on all other purchases. Hey! What's in your wallet? More of the Stephen A. Smith Show on ESPN Radio and ESPN News in a minute. Winter or summer, rain or shine, with the Peloton bike, it's always the perfect